Hi everyone, just getting straight into it. I'm using my moisturiser from L'Oreal. This is the one I always use. It's so good. It has aloe vera water and I think it has hyaluronic acid in it as well, so that's really good for my skin. Next I'm using my NYX, I think it's Honey Dew Drop, I'm not really sure what it's called. But it's just this primer that makes my skin like tacky before my foundation. Now I'm using the NYX Won't Stop Can't Stop foundation. I'm not sure what it's called. It's Won't Stop Can't Stop or Can't Stop Won't Stop. I'm not really sure. Not sure what shade it's in, but I normally use Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Natural Beige, and I matched it to this foundation I think in the store. So if that's a reference, then I'm not sure. But it's very thick, and this is my first time trying this foundation out, and I never really use thick full coverage foundations anymore. That's why I use the Born This Way one, because it's not too thick and full coverage. But yeah, I was trying this out for the first time, and yeah, it's a lot darker on my skin, and that's just because I like dark foundations and normally I wear fake tan, so yeah. So with this foundation I'm going to use a kabuki brush, because I use a kabuki brush for any foundation anyway, because I've just had enough of beauty blenders. They take up too much product. I run out of my foundation so quickly, so that's probably why. And I've been loving using my kabuki brush lately with all my foundations. So I'm just blending this into the skin and really buffing it out to make it look flawless. So for concealer, I'm using All Nighter from Decay, and it's their All Nighter concealer, which is the same as their foundation, and I prefer using a full coverage concealer and a more of a medium coverage foundation, because I just prefer it and it looks better on my skin. And this is in the shade Fair Neutral, I think. I'm not sure. It's very light, I know, I need to get a new shade. But it's really nice and full coverage. It gets rid of my bags. And yeah, I'm just using it to highlight my skin, and I do actually use a foundation brush with this. I don't like using beauty blenders anymore, so I've been currently using this like flat foundation brush, and it's been really good, and I'm really liking the finish of it. And let's go back in with this foundation brush I use just to blend out the concealer. Now using my Peach Perfect powder from Too Faced. This is an amazing powder for really smoothing out your pores, smooth out your under eyes, and it has a peachy undertone, so it gets rid of them bags as well. Again, so I'm just using that to set under my eyes and in my T-zone. So next I'm taking my MAC Give Me Some bronzer. This is an amazing bronzer. It's one of their baked formulas, so it just is so nice on the skin. It blends out so nicely, and it's a really nice like kind of orangey colour, which I like because I don't really like to contour anymore. I just prefer to bronze. I don't like harsh contouring at all. I just think it looks more natural in the face. So yeah, I'm just putting that all over my skin just to make it a bit more tanned and a bit more bronzed. Now for my nose contour, I'm taking this really dense eyeshadow brush with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and it's more of a cool tone bronzer, so I like to use it on my nose so it looks most natural. I don't know if that makes sense, but just pushing it and dabbing it onto the end of my nose, and then going down the sides of my nose with some more product just to make my nose look skinnier. Then blending all that contour out with a big fluffy powder brush, just to make sure it's not harsh. Next, for highlighter, I'm using my Dull Beauty highlighter, and this is my favourite highlighter at the moment. I've tried so many different highlighters, and this one just gives me like the perfect glow, and I'm just obsessed with it. So next I'm using a blush from Topshop, and this is the new makeup range from Topshop that relaunched, and it's in the shade, this is the blush in the shade Live a Little, and it's a coral peachy colour with gold reflex in it. I love a shimmery blush, so I feel like I prefer doing blush after highlight, because if I do blush before highlight, I feel like my blush just gets lost, like it just goes, and it just makes my highlight look so much better when I do it afterwards. So yeah, this is my favourite highlighter, and so because I love blush so much, I use this highlighter from Primark, sorry, and it is a darker highlighter. I use it as a blush because it's like a blush colour to me, and it's so sparkly and shimmery. I love it so much. I just put it over the blush that I did before, and it just makes it look more glowy. So for my brows, I just use Anastasia Dip Brow and a powder just to fill them in. And a little tip that I like to do, as you can see now, I'm using my Too Faced foundation powder, and I'm going over my eyebrows, and this is just to make them look lighter and more natural, because I don't like the harsh brow anymore. And then I like to brush through them with a little bit of mascara. I know it's weird, but it makes them look more textured and more fluffy, and because obviously you're using a darker mascara, obviously it's black, just to make them look a bit more, just to stand them up a little bit. So I like to do that. So now for my eyes, I'm just setting my eyelids because I didn't set them earlier, with the same powder that I use over my eyebrows. And I'm using a little tiny brush and the same highlighter that I used earlier, just to hide my brow bone in my inner corner, because I don't want to put a brown in my crease, because I only put brown in my crease when I'm going out. So yeah, and then I'm just brushing through my eyelashes. I have eyelash extensions, so yeah. And then I think I do use lower lash mascara, I'm not sure, I think so. Oh no, I'm using my white eyeliner and just putting it in my waterline just to make my eyes look a bit bigger. Oh, then I'm using mascara. This is New Skin, New Colour one. It's amazing. Just a little bit. And then for lips, I'm using this Collection lip liner, which I don't normally use. It's because I couldn't find my NYX one. The one I normally use is my NYX London lip liner, and this is very dark compared to what I normally wear. But yeah, just overlining my lips because my lips are tiny. And then using my lip gloss, I think, in the shade Fortune Cookie from NYX. So this is the finished look, and I'll be right back. Thinking about